Hello Flosstube friends. So today is October the 10th, Tuesday, and this is my 10th Flosstube. So 10, 10, 10. Yay. Totally not planned. My name is Toby, and this is my channel about cross stitch and all things creative, and also cats. As you can see, today we have super warm day and there is a lot of sun here in this room. So we have one here and the other one, I don't know if just you're going to be able to see her like that. The tiny head here, she just plopped on the sofa. So yeah, the girls are with me here, and I'm a bit nervous, I would say, because it was a really long break for me, plus a lot was happening. So I think that this time I will just try to divide this video into like a couple of parts, so you can just like try to see the chapters or whatever it's called. So if you're interested in like live updates, if you're interested in like stitchy updates only, there was also holidays on the way, and there's just like a bit of health update, and also of course StitchBasel. So you can just like find your place in here, and I think that it's going to be easy to navigate. But yeah, basically I would hope that you are staying here for the whole video, and that you missed me as much as I missed you. So I hope you're going to enjoy, and if you do, please like, comment, subscribe, and just stay in touch. You can contact me either through my Instagram account. It's also called Covered in Floss, and also you can email me at coveredinfloss@gmail.com. So whatever floats your goats the most, you can just like, you can do. So I'm going to start with the live update, I think, because something happened that it's just like is super important, and I just wanted to say so. So exactly a week ago, my boyfriend's beloved grandma passed away. She was 93, and basically she was the only grandmother that I knew in my, let's say, more conscious life. So when my grandma from my mom's side died a long time before I was born, and my grandma from my dad's side passed away when I was 3. So as you can imagine, there weren't too many memories. And there are memories that there are 2 memories actually that I kind of have in my head, but it's just like, it's more like pictures than anything specific. And on me here, I'm going to get emotional because I loved her from our first meeting, and it was mutual, and I will love her forever. I have never felt so loved, so accepted, so taken in by anyone as it was with her. So you can imagine, she was 93, and she was still her body was failing, but she was still so full of life and so full of love and joy. And she always kept saying, it's just like, you know, it's so difficult to talk about her in past tense. That's just, so she kept saying that she had had a really, really good life, amazing family, fantastic husband. And I'm not religious, but I do believe that she is back with grandma with grandpa at the moment. And yeah, so I just wanted to say that because I miss her and I love her forever. And also she was a cross stitcher, so I'm just going to put in here like a video that we took some time ago with some of her stitching. Only the sunflower that you could see. That was something that I stitched for her for last Christmas, and I'm really glad that I still managed to give that to her, and she had some time to enjoy it. It was just exactly opposite, like in the straight line, in the chair that she loved sitting in. So that was super important for me as well. And what is amazing, so my boyfriend's mom, I got all of the grandma stitching, so all of this stuff is just going to be soon hanged here, and we can feel her presence even more. Sorry. So yeah, this is like the most important thing that happened, I think. And actually because I was still off work last week, and I was getting ready to film when we got the call that she passed away. So yeah, it was also kind of like difficult for me to sit here and just talk, but yeah, I love you, Omi. I really love you, and I miss you so much. So yeah, that was for the live update. I don't think that there is just like a good transition into just talking about anything else. So just like, excuse me, it's just it's going to be a bit different, maybe. Let's see. But yeah. So that was a live update. I have some notes here what I should talk about and so on. But if you are a returning viewer, you know that with me it's just like I may have stuff planned, and you never know what's going to happen. Sorry, my hair is just like completely unruly. I had like I brushed it to just kind of make it more presentable. No, it decided that it's not going to stay in any way, so we are wild today. So yeah, StitchBasel. That was just like so I was just like telling you that I was going to be like 3 off work for 3 weeks, that having holidays, and basically I was starting my holidays with the gorgeous weekend in Basel during the amazing European retreat that turned out not to be like so European only, because we had just like people from so many countries, and we also had people from Canada and the US and so on, and it was just like, it was fantastic. So that was my first retreat, and it's definitely not going to be the last. I was a bit worried because I can be socially awkward, and especially just like having anxiety and so on. I don't do so good when there are just like lots of new people, and especially it's just like, it's kind of like a crowd, but it's not only like a crowd, but you're within like a huge group of people, and you're kind of, okay, forced is not a good word, but you have to interact with them. So I wasn't sure how my body is going to react to everything and so on, so I was a bit worried, but it was completely unnecessary. I loved every second of it. I really loved every second of it, and it was just like absolutely amazing. So there were like 50, sorry, you can probably hear the washing machine. Maybe you could hear earlier the spinning cycle as well. Sorry. It will be beeping a few times at the moment. I'm alone at home now, and it's just going to make some sounds. So yeah, so there were just like about 50 of us, and it was just like a perfect number. The venue was absolutely perfect for that. It wasn't perfect, as the organizers are going to tell you. So it wasn't like perfect in general. However, I think that for this amount of people, like the size of the room and like the whole area around was just perfect, because it was super accessible, and we also had a garden that we could stitch in, and we had amazing weather. We had amazing weather, and it was everything fantastic. So once again, Dawn, Ina, Amy, thank you so much for organizing that. And I know how much work went into that, but it's just, I cannot say thank you enough. So what was happening? We had like a few vendors in there. So oh my god, guys, I think that everyone who is into stitching, they heard about StitchBasel. Me too. And I had been in love with her fabrics earlier. However, it's just like, you know, it's just like, it's always just so difficult to just like know if the fabric is going to be pretty enough for what you need and so on. I'm going to tell you one thing. Go for it. I was worried if her fabrics are going to be pretty enough. They are even better in person. They're even better in person. And the thing is that it's just like, I spent so much money on her fabric, and it was so worth it. It's already just some is already just like with stitching and so on, so I will be just showing that bit by bit. But it's just like, oh, my mind was blown, because the quality, the colors, this is just like something amazing. And additional thing, it smells so good. The fabric smells so good. It's just like, I don't know why, but the smell reminds me of like this really, really good sunny summery days from my childhood, because it smells, of course this is hand dyed fabric, so you always get just like a bit of like vinegary smell. So you get like the tiny bit vinegar smell, and the smell of washing powder, the old washing powder before they started adding all this stuff to that. So it's kind of, it smells fresh with a tiny hint of vinegar. So it reminds me of just like, you know, the sunny days from my childhood when there was just like laundry hanging outside in the sun, and it was summer, so of course my mom was just like making some preserves. So this is like this hint of vinegar, and this is just like, this is perfection. So for me, this smell is just like absolutely stunning. I'm so in love with that. I really so in love. And it just like, so let me show you, because I have so much to show that it's just like, I didn't know how I should structure that, and if there is even any way to structure that. And I don't think so. So let's improvise. Let's see what is happening. I'm just going to show you a few things that I got, and this is just, oh. So here we have, I'm just hoping that it's going to be showing. Oh, it's actually pretty true to color. So that was the beginning for me. That was the beginning when I saw this one. It's called Witchy Pink, and this is 32 count Zweigart Belfast linen, and it's just like this pinkish berry with like a bit of like dark grayish sputter, brownish sputter. I love it. I really love it. Let me just like open that a bit more. Just look at that. I couldn't. I really couldn't. It's just so beautiful. I have to have it. So I grabbed this one, and this is, I'm laughing that it was my still amateurish approach to getting Drew's fabric. But yeah, let's wait. There is just like another story with that. So all of the pieces that I have here, they are the 32 count Zweigart Belfast linen. So as I was just like falling in love with one spatter, so of course I needed to get also another spatter. It really shows true to color. That's amazing. I really hope that it's just showing in the video as well. It's not only like here on the camera. So again, we have just like grayish brownish kind of staining on that, and we have just like this gorgeous yellow orange. It's very much like curcuma with like some sputter on that. It's just like, I'm in love. I already have plans for that, of course. And the last of my first pieces of fabric, because there was continuation. It was 3 days, guys. It was 3 days. So this one is called Ash Rose. Oh, sorry. The yellow one was called Jack-o'-lantern. And here we have the Ash Rose. And the Ash Rose, I was eyeing this one for so long. And this was just like, I'm not sure. Guys, Look at it. It's just like, I have no words. So it's light pink. Oh, sorry. It's light pink with this gorgeous, gorgeous modeling. It's just like, it looks like marble. It really looks like real marble. And I cannot. And for Ash Rose, I had plans, but again, hello, this is me, and I cannot count. So it turned out that the piece that I got is a bit too small, because I started with the 19 by 27 inches. So unfortunately, I needed to buy more. Because what you do when your fabric is too small, you buy more fabric. So unfortunately, Drew didn't have bigger pieces of Ash Rose, so I needed to get something different. So, and this is the issue, because I completely do not remember the name of this one, and I already started stitching on that, and unfortunately I'm just like messing up as hell here, because I'm using silks from another vendor. They're so like gentle in here, but let me first show you the fabric. I'm just going to fold it a bit so you can see the color. So at the beginning I thought that this is all the mushroom, but it is not. So I would need to check exactly what that is, but this one, and here we are venturing into like a new, completely new territory. 40 count. These eyes, 40 count. But as we are just like talking about enabling and just showing each other like new methods and stuff and so on, I'm going to show you something. Let me stop for a second. And ta-da! Do you see it? It's called fashion. Look it up. It's called StitchBasel fashion. So even for a short-sighted person as I am, it works. So you are just getting yourself a pair of the El Cheapo readers that you can find in like your nearest pharmacy, or like, I don't know, drogery or whatever. And you just like put them over your glasses, and here you see your fabric that is just like enlarged. And here, when you look over, I'm perfecting this teacher look. So when you look over, you can see your pattern. It is pretty tiring, but it works. So of course, after coming back home, I got myself a pair of readers, and 40 count is not a scare for me anymore. But yeah, that was my gorgeous, amazing, fantastic, lovely table that convinced me that it's actually a good idea to have it. I'm going to talk about my table, because it's just like, I don't have enough words. Basically, we're mingling, but just like quick counting, I'm crappy at that. There were 6 of us. 6 of us? 6 of us? I think so. Yes, 6 of us. I can count to 6. There were 6 of us, and oh my god. I really did not expect that. But I will tell you, just like, we're getting to everything. As you can see, chaos ensues, so we're just going there. Okay, so that was this fabric, so 40 count. It's gorgeous. It's like grayish brown with a bit of mottling, and basically any color pops on that extremely. I'm going to show you in a moment what I'm talking about, but it's just like I'm slowly getting into that. So it's just like, you know, piece by piece, because it's just like I can just like have like an hour only about StitchBasel. I'm trying not to, because there were so many amazing videos already about StitchBasel. So but yeah, I'm just going to add to that. Sorry, I'm just going to do some crinkling because we need to take out the next piece of fabric. And this is the old mushroom. Again in 40 count, because life is short. So old mushroom. It's just like, it smells so good. So it's an old mushroom. It's just like you really cannot describe this color even more. So actually already, as you can see, this is in use. I'm stitching on that something that I wanted the ash rose for, but I think that it works even better. And again, I just like need to put a tiny moment of suspense here. So just going to go back to that. Sorry, I had a piece of cat hair. Yeah, comes with having cats. So that was XU Design. I'm going to link her Etsy shop and her Instagram down here. You know. So the next vendor that was there, and this is just like I'm slowly getting to showing you what I am stitching on. So that was the lovely Meadow from StarParadeDesigns, and I really hope that there is not going to be too much of a glare. Prince of the Meadow. This pattern wasn't published as of mid September when StitchBasel happened. Oh, I think that I'm managing. Look at this beauty. I fell in love with that so much. So it's just like, it's this gorgeous deer. And it's, I really fell in love with that, and I had to have it. And I have it, and I started that. So the last day of the retreat, I actually started stitching on that, and I used the XJuice fabric, and I also used, and here we're coming to another vendor that was there, amazing Francisca from Color Fever. So this is like a this is a Swiss dyer, and this is silk that I got from her, and basically this is what I'm using now. So this is silk number 235, and this is the silk that I'm using. I'm just trying to get that. I think it shows quite good color at the moment. So I'm using this one to actually stitch the Prince of the Meadow on XJuice fabric. So let me show you how this fabric actually makes the colors pop. Oh god, I need something for the backing so you can see actually. Look at that. It's just like, it's amazing, and you can see like this variegation. It's just like so lovely, and this is just so subtle and gently moving from one color to another. So I really love it. I really love it, and this is just like 40 count, 1/2 with like the one strand of the 10 ply silk from Color Fever. And again, I'm just going to pop the links to StarParadeDesigns and to Francisca's Color Fever shops down below, and also to their Instagram. But look at that. Look at this color. It's just like, it's so gorgeous. It's just so gorgeous. And as you can see, this is blue, and blue normally is not my color. But I was kind of enabled slash encouraged slash forced with love to stitch something in blue, because guess who I was sitting at the table with? Blues. Think about blue. If you think about blue stitching, who comes to your mind? 3 on one, we're all saying her name. 3, 2, 1. Mika, darling Bluebell, of course. So she was 1/6 of my table. I was just like, I got kind of abducted to their table. I started at another one, but then it was just like we were all mingling. So I was sitting with gorgeous Mika, and I have to tell you one thing. And I told that to Mika. When I was watching her Flosstubes, I was always just like, it's impossible. Nobody can be that nice. She is. She's real. And my heart sings. She's such a delightful person. So full of heart, so full of love, that it's just, oh, I really cannot describe that. Mika, I love you. And I love all the ladies from my table, and I miss you so much. So the next person that was amazing, Ingeborg, from that I knew from Instagram for I don't know how long, because I knew Ingeborg long before I just like came back. So it was just like my first adventure with Instagram and cross-stitching on Instagram and so on. So Ingeborg, A Stitch Too Far, love her. I absolutely love her. Just like, and also amazing Dunya from Passion for Crafting, and then my beautiful Denise. So with Denise, I think that we started chatting 2018, maybe earlier, I don't know, but we started chatting on Instagram at that time, and it was just like, oh, you're also from Germany, cool, that would be amazing if we could meet at some point. And it finally happened, and it was even better than I could expect. So Denise, I am so grateful that I could meet you in person, and just there is so much warmth in her. This is just, as you can see, just thinking about this weekend, I cannot stop smiling. And then we have Fathi and we have Mev, just like, ladies, I really cannot. I'm just going to link the Flosstubes, Instagrams, everything down below here. So you can just like see what they're doing and who they are and so on, also from their social media and so on, because it's a part only of the fantastic personalities that I was lucky to meet there. And one of the things that was also just like mind-blowing, and this is just like, you know, this is so funny, because I knew that she was going to be there because she was the organizer. So, you know, Dawn, Frosty X Stitch. Dawn. Okay, sorry, I don't know what that was. But Dawn is a firecracker. You could see that she was just like so bloody tired from organizing everything. But that was amazing that she was trying to find a moment to just chat to people and so on. And it was just like, it was really, really fantastic. And it was amazing to also see her, meet her in person, and just spend some time together and chat and hug, and it just like, it was fantastic. So I really, really recommend. Sorry, there was a bit of a break because my boyfriend just came back from a bike ride. So yeah, if you could hear hello, that was him, and I just needed to let him know that I'm filming. And also, it's just like, because I was showing you the cat earlier, I'm going to insert here a picture that we just took, because of course I had everything prepared for filming on the sofa. So I just like had it placed in there. So of course one of the cats, so Miss Peppa, was just like lying on everything. So I was just like taking stuff slowly from her, and she wasn't very happy about it. And as I was just like, I have laundry just hanging here somewhere, so I had like a one single sock. So I gave her this sock, and I just started laughing. Here, have a sock. So she was using the sock earlier as a pillow, but now we have just like the cutest pictures of Peppa with a sock. So here it's just like, Dobby gave Peppa a sock. Peppa is a free elf now, I guess. So yeah, as you can see, this is just like, again, chaos. This is what I'm made of. But okay, so it's just like I was telling you about like my table and all the lovely ladies that I met, and there's just like, you know, I could really, really list all the participants and so on, because everyone was just like so absolutely amazing. So yeah, if you were there, if you're watching, I miss you, and I really hope that we will manage to do it again in the future. So that was StitchBasel in general, and some vendors, and of course there were just like more, of course, but it's just, yeah, apparently I am not prepared. So give me a moment. I'm just going to move a few things from one side to another side and just show you, because it's just like, so I told you that I totally didn't know what to expect from retreat in general, and we were informed earlier that there's just going to be vendors, so I was prepared with my money. That there are going to be some goodie bags, but it's just like, when you think about goodie bag, it's just like the small thing, just also you don't have any expectations because you just don't know. My mind was completely blown, because it's the amount and quality of things that we got. It's just whoa. So let me show you just like first thing, and just go, oh my god, no, she's just like very intensely cuddling with the sock at the moment, and I cannot take a picture. So we were given lots of goodies. And look at that. This is like a retreat project bag. I don't know if you heard that, but I don't know what that was. So retreat project bag. Look at these cows. This is just like a Swiss fabric, and it's just like absolutely lovely. So they were made by Amy. Thank you so much, Amy. So beautiful. I love it. As you can see, some projects already live here. I'm just going to show you some of them. So that was, I'm not sure if I will be able to show you everything, because it's just like it's absolutely too much, but I will try to show you some. So I'm just going to start with like things that are just like, yeah, this is cool. So of course we got like some of the sponsors things. So we have sulky stuff here. So we got, of course, some prospects and so on, but we also got this fantastic soluble backing that you can use for embroidery, actually. So I am super excited about that, because a person cannot have too many hobbies. So I was already thinking that maybe one time I can just like try embroidery. So let's see. So this is the fabric solvi. So you can just like actually print on that. You can stick that to your fabric because this is sticky, and then you can embroider, and then it's soluble. It's water soluble. So this is just fantastic. So let's see what this brain is going to use it for, because you absolutely never know. And you don't know, and I don't know either, because I have so many ideas. It's just so difficult at the moment for me, because it's the creative juices that are flowing through my head. It's just, sometimes I'm just like saying that I'm just ready to give in and start everything, but then it's just like, no, you have already a hobby, and just stick to that. You can try something at some other time. So kind of this some other time gives me hope that I can do this sometime in the future. So that was one of the things that we got from the sponsors. And another sponsor that was actually Zweigart. So here I have like the gorgeous prospect with like everything, all their products and so on. But not only they gave us something in paper, but they also gave us 2 lovely pieces of stitchy fabric. So here I have the Ada in 14 count, and this is like a 19 by 21 inches, 48-53 centimeters piece of Ada. So as you can see, it's a special one. I don't know if you can just actually see it. So it's with this, I'm just trying, no, you cannot see that, but these specks that you can see here, this is actually like a gold metallic thread. So I think that it would be gorgeous for maybe some Christmas stitching. Maybe. As you can see, brain is working. And this one is Belfast 32, and it's just like printed with this tiny motifs, and it's so pretty. It is so absolutely pretty, and I was already thinking what to stitch on that. I have no idea, but it will come. Basically, you cannot have too much fabric, you cannot have too much floss, because it's all going to be used one way or another. Then we got this Kreuzstich, Stich, Kreuzstich. I think that I did it finally. Just like, this is the most difficult word for me in German. It actually means cross stitch. So yeah, but I cannot, and it just like always takes a few attempts to say it. So this is a magazine, and there are just like 23 patterns inside, and they are just like super pretty, not necessarily my style, so maybe I'm just going to use that in the future, in some kind of giveaways. Just let me kind of quickly look if that's there, because I think that I just actually missed one pattern that I could stitch if I ever have time. Yes, it's there. I just missed it. So as you can see, we have kitties in there. We have kitties, and they're just like 4 Seasons kitties. So I may stitch that. I think that I am kind of inclined by this foot there to stitch that. So maybe not a giveaway. Definitely that wouldn't be a giveaway now, because it's just like this brain is not organized enough. I would need some more time. Then we also got like 3 booklets with like stitching patterns. So one is Christmas. So maybe that would be just like that is going to be a good giveaway for the future. This Christmas booklet and this amazing fabric. So this is Christmassy, and if you know me, and especially if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I am not a Christmassy person. I'm trying. This year I decided that I'm going to love Christmas, that I'm going to absolutely love Christmas. So far it hasn't been working, so let's see. The issue is with me that it's just like, I don't know if that's my life was kind of just like strange or whatever, but Christmas or any kind of like the holidays or any occasions like birthdays and so on, usually it was, even if it started nice, it was going to crap. Only like last 2-3 years since I started dating my boyfriend, and he is the most mentally stable person I know. He kind of started introducing some calm in my life in these ways already. So at the moment we are unmessing. I didn't want to use the bad word. Unmessing my life in this way. So maybe even Christmas is going to be okay. But yeah, so I'm trying to maybe not love Christmas at the moment. I'm trying to like Christmas. So let's see where we get. The next one is just talking about liking and loving. It's called Sweet Love, and it's lots of just like super sweet patterns with love and hearts and so on. So again, not very much me, so maybe for the future. But this one, guys, I wish I could just like show you that. I can show you just like only one page, because actually it's not only the pattern, but also it's just like you can see stitching. So it's just like a teeny tiny like bit of greens, but there is just like one page with so beautiful leaves. And it's just like, I don't know if that's because I cannot have plants at the moment because of these 2 monsters, but I am so drawn towards like everything like botanical and everything green with leaves and so on. So maybe this is going to also be in stitching. So that was another thing from that. I'm just like still trying to organize myself where I am. Just like, as you can see, no, you cannot see that because I hid it, but there's like a whole pile of stuff I have here. So now the thing that it's just like I love. So let me just show you. Sorry for all the cling, or all the crinkling. Jesus. So we have like a special Stitchy Retreat StitchBasel pattern. So look at that. This is so pretty. This is so pretty. And we have like, you know, if you saw StitchBasel and you could just like see these motifs everywhere. So I love it. It was designed by Lily Stitches, Lisa from Lily Stitches, and we have like the designs, and we have everything we need for that. So we have a tiny piece of fabric for the small design and the bigger piece of fabric for the bigger one. So I'm definitely going to do that. And we also have like all the floss needed. So it's really amazing. And it's just like, at the moment, it's just like I still couldn't sit and stitch that. But definitely I would need to stitch at least now this small motif. So I can just like make a kind of scissors fob or something out of that to have like a reminder on me all the time. But it wasn't like the only pattern that we got, and like the only exclusive pattern that we got. So the next one is the Vintage Tulip design, and we have the Edelweiss Forever, and this is just like a gorgeous biscornu pattern. It's just like I didn't want to take it out of the, but I think that I won't need to take it out from the bag, so we don't have the glare, and you can really see how beautiful it is. So this is another thing. I have never made a biscornu, but always wanted. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's just like, oh, just like so beautiful. And on the other side, okay, sorry, I need to have it folded so you can see that. We have the StitchBasel 2023. So it's going to be like another beautiful reminder. And we have also everything for that. So we have the pattern that I'm trying to get back to the bag at the moment, because of course it never works so well with that. So we have like the two tiny buttons, we have a needle, and we have everything we need. So we have the stuffing, and we have, okay, again, need to open the baggie. So we have the rustic driftwood 32 linen from Extru again. Jesus, she's so talented with her fabrics. It's just like, I cannot even describe that, because I really cannot get it in my tiny head that somebody can have just such amazing eye for color. And here are the floss that we have for that. Isn't that beautiful? It's just so absolutely perfect. And they are blank and actually StitchBasel colors. And they are silks, and they are just like so beautiful. So many talented people. And look, we have like a tiny extra board. I may make a needle minder out of that. It's another reminder. So many lovely things, guys. If you ever have the opportunity to really go to a retreat, it doesn't have to be anything big. But I'm not talking about like the goodie bag or anything. It was amazing, of course it was amazing. Who doesn't like free stuff? That's one thing, but meeting all these people, and it's just, how often do you meet a cross stitcher in the wild? I'm just thinking, never. We're just not there. We're sitting at home stitching, so being in one place where like 50 of them, one thing that you need to be prepared for that, and this is just like, you cannot avoid it. Be prepared for being enabled. I have readers and I'm using 40 count linen at the moment, so would you expect that? I wouldn't. But yeah, going back, and this is another beautiful pattern that we got especially for the retreat. So we have Dance of the Edelweiss, and it's the Snowflower Diaries. That I was in love with Maya's patterns earlier, and I still need to stitch the calendar that she had with this was it Joy to the World? I'm just terrible. Joyful World. I'm sorry, Maya, I don't remember. But it's just like, it's kind of like this primitive look with animals and so on, and I love it so much. And it's just like, I really want to do that. So yeah, this is something that I definitely need to do. And again, we have this gorgeous pillow and this beautiful, absolutely beautiful pattern. I'm just like, I really cannot. It's just like, my brain cannot take it that people are so talented and they are able to create so many beautiful things. And I met them. This is the thing that was amazing, just like meeting all these people. And this is just, I was fangirling so much. I was really fangirling so much, because it's just being with these people in one place, and it's just like, you admired them for so long, and suddenly you're just stitching with them in one room. You stitch, you chat, you laugh together, and just like mind-blowing. So yeah, lots of other goodies. It's just like, I don't know if I'm able to just like show you everything without boring you to death, but I need to show you something that I was just like really excited about. Stay. Look at these colors. We got some sulky threads in the 12 weight that I was really hoping to get my hands on to try, because it's just like, okay, I'm just trying to, okay, I don't think that I'm going to be able to focus enough that the colors are showing, but at least you can see the colors. So this one is just like this gorgeous magenta, gorgeous green, and gorgeous mix. This is just like amazing. Oh, more goodies. So we got also just like this beautiful StitchBasel key fobs, and just like definitely going to use that. So that was that. Sorry, I'm just like moving stuff around again. We got the DMC cards. I used to work with them some time ago, and I kind of liked them, but this is another story because I'm just like still working on things, how to do my stash and how to stitch stuff, but I'm going to tell you that in a moment. Then it's just more things. This is sorry, I'm just like opening it now because I just realized that I don't think that I am able to read that. I am not. But it is showing as Handarbeidsfrem. Look at that. This is beautiful. So we have here, we have some beautiful linen, and we have the blomstergarn, garn, yes, Dansk blomstergarn, made in Denmark. I have never worked with that, but I absolutely like love it already. Look at these beautiful colors that we have. So just, they are, this is cotton, yes, this is cotton, and it's just like, this is color fast, and the colors would be perfect for anything like prim-ish in greens and blues, because they're just like absolutely perfect. It's just, you know, it's all the things that we got, it's, I cannot even tell you because it's just, it's so much, and it's, yeah, sorry, it's just like, it's very rare that I am lost for words, but I was and I still am lost for words in this case, because it's just like the generousness of people and just everyone. It's absolutely. So we have also this amazing pattern from Crazy Patterns. Embroidery unites creative, awesome people in friendship. Isn't that gorgeous? And we have a pattern for that as well. So another thing, of course, this is just like lots of like discount codes and so on. And basically I think that I need to go shopping, because definitely I didn't spend enough money. Just, okay, let me just, so this is Hermoon Crafts, and look, we got this beautiful like scissors fob. I'm just going to bling my scissors. So there are so many things, and we also got some more floss from Color Fever from Francesca. Okay, again, sorry, crinkling. I thought that I would be able to show that without taking stuff from the baggies, but apparently I just cannot. So we have this gorgeous blue cotton, and we have this beautiful silk. And I love working with silk because you just cannot compare the softness to anything else. I know that some people are just like against that, but I'm not getting into that, why I'm against or for or whatever. Just for everyone, you do you, boo. So yeah, but I love silk. I'm just going to speak for myself. I love silk. There's so many things. It's just like little baggies that I'm just like opening, and it's stuff is there, and I just like I'm getting reminded of like people being so generous and so on. This is something that I got from a beautiful, beautiful Philippa. So, presentation. Look at that. It's Splendor. I have never worked with Splendor from Rainbow Gallery, and it's like a 12-ply silk. So another adventure, because so far I didn't work with that, and I got the beading needle. And the beading needle is definitely going to be in use. It's just like this two parts one, this funky one. I don't know what they are called, but it's definitely going to be in use because there was something happening that I'm going to show you in a moment. But going back to more goodies and more stuff that we got. So most sale Hufflepuff. I got a Hufflepuff. And can you imagine? It's just like Dobby is a Potterhead, of course. I am a Hufflepuff. So they just like got it perfectly. And the color is stunning. I have to tell you that it's just like I already mentioned that I had this feeling with Drew's fabric, that it was just like so reminding me of my childhood and so on. But this is the whole thing. It's just like, you know, it's like the best almost sleepover that you can have in your adult life, with like-minded people, with basically people that get you. And okay, it's going to be like kind of, I don't know if sad, but definitely a bit deeper. But do you have these moments when you are an adult that you're among people that really get you? I have to tell you that with time, it's more and more difficult. And actually, it was that during the retreat that there was so much laughter, and just like, you know, like sometimes stupid laughter, because you were just like, one person was saying something, the other person added something else, and we were just like, you know, you have this deep belly laugh. And I missed that. I really missed that. I think that also, and just like, you know, I don't live in the country where most of my friends live. So it's also difficult, and I think that also pandemic changed a lot. This 2 years with less traveling, with less possibilities to meet, kind of changed stuff. So being with people that get you, that you can laugh with and so on, is the opportunity that I will take, like, always and forever. And lots of just like tiny stuff. So from area, we got like these tiny notebooks that are just like in chocolate. There was also lots of Swiss chocolate, of course. This one from Christine. I'm sorry if I don't remember your name. I think that it was from Christine. So so many things, and I'm leaving like the best for the last here, because this crazy person called Frosty X Stitch, so one of the organizers, so she knew I was going to be there and it was amazing and so on. She took time to stitch something for me. So before I get to that, I'm just going to show you the card that she made me, because this is just like absolutely gorgeous. Look, there are 2 cats, and look, they're stitched on the paper. 2 kitties. I fell in love, but it's when I saw just like the something that she stitched for me. So that wasn't only the card. Sorry for the glare. Is it time for tea? We were talking so much about favorite teas and favorite mugs and so on. So I got this beauty from her. And it's just like, at the moment I have it on my desk. And I smile every time I look at that. My face actually just like hurts a bit at the moment because I was smiling so much. So yeah, if you ever have the opportunity, just go try meet people. If you cannot go for the whole weekend, if that's like the weekend retreat, try to join for like one day. Or at the moment, I think that I will be trying to just join all the Zoom meetings or Skype meetings that people are organizing as well, because I miss that. I really miss that, and this is just like something that gave me amazing kickstart into my holidays. So yeah, it was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. Okay, so now I made a complete mess on my desk, and I still want to show you stuff that I was stitching on since the last time we saw each other. So I really hope if you hear something just falling, it's just me getting to the stuff. So let's start with something that I already showed you. So here we are with the stitching proper, another chapter. So as I showed you that before, this is my start on Prince of the Meadow by StarParadeDesigns. This is what it looks like and what it looks like now. And now trying to get to stuff that I threw to the side earlier. A quick reminder what it's going to look like when I'm done. Whee! So stitching that on 40 count unnamed linen from Extra Design, unnamed because I lost the card with the name. So I'm still trying to investigate. Once I find out what that was, I'm going to let you know, because yeah, chef's kiss. So that was that. I'm stitching that with silk from Color Fever, and everyone is linked down below. The next one that also you could just saw from this side, only the fabric, but now you can see what I actually stitched. So we're in 2023. Of course, I already mentioned pandemic, but this time I'm going to mention pandemic as a pattern, as a sampler. So by who? Long Dog Samplers, of course. And as you can see, that was a sampler month for me. Usually I am a full coverage person, but I don't know why I was so much drawn to non-full coverage pieces. So I finally got to stitch on pandemic. I have had it since day one when it was released as a free pattern, and I'm stitching that on this beautiful, beautiful old mushroom fabric from Exju, and I'm stitching that with only one color, DMC, and this is DMC 3687, I think. Yes. So it's only like this dark dirt-ish pink, and I absolutely love it. So it's kind of slow going because of course on 40 count I need to have my second pair of glasses, and this is a bit tiring to change like your point of view, but it's working. We're getting there. So yeah, pandemic is going to look like that when it's finished. I think that I don't even need to show what it's going to look like, because everyone knows what it looks like. And now, another thing. Sorry, zipper. And I didn't even took it from my Q-snap, because I was working on that. This time, this is Chemical Romance from the sewing shop, Kaylee Tent Stitch. And guess who's here? I'm just going to see if that's going to work with that as a backing. It's my red. It's my Mirabilia. And isn't she lovely on that? She really deserves to have like a proper background for her beauty. So I was working on solid colors, a teeny tiny bit of blends, but I think that this is a kind of a good progress I have on her. So Mirabilia looking like that, red, and this is where we are now, and I love it. It's just like, I am so happy that I waited for so long for the proper fabric, because this is really something that really makes her pop even better. And here, something that you saw before, my gorgeous baby. So this is the last time you saw her. And this is where we are now. So she's growing. Isn't she gorgeous? She's just like so beautiful. And Meltem from Luthien Art Shop, she did such an amazing job. And it's just like, she's getting more and more beautiful. And I managed to hit my goal. So the goal of 50%. So yeah, at the moment it's just like a bit aside, because I have just like all these new toys that I'm just like working on. So yeah, but I love it. It's 18 count and just like mix of CXC and DMC, and it's just like, it's so relaxing. It's so relaxing. There's lots of block stitching, so this is what she's going to look like when she's done. But at the moment it's just like still a moment. And this one needs to be started soon as well. And now the last thing that I was working on, and as you can see, so definitely there was no full coverage for me, but it will change. Okay, again, I need backing to show that to you better. So you know my love for Night Spirit Studio, and this is the part 4 in the Witches and Demons Woodcut series. This is the Wretch's Sacrifice. So the details on that, it just like, it seems so simple, because it's just like it's adapted from from woodcut. So woodcut itself is just like not very detailed as you think, and then you start stitching, and it's just like, you know, when you stitch that, it's basically one color, and there's just like lots of lines, and there are just like lots of individual crosses and so on, and then you take a step aside, and it's just like, oh my freaking hell. How fitting. Oh my freaking hell, look how gorgeous. Really, this is amazing, and I really cannot wait. Just let me use my second chin to hold the stuff here and here. Mr. Satan has some sexy lexies, and stitching on that is just like, it's a delight. So this is, did I show you? Oh, maybe. This is what it's going to look like. And this is what it is now. So yeah, that was all from stitching, but it's not the end yet, because of course I have plans, and my plan in general at the moment is to stitch everything. So yeah, maybe not the best idea for my wallet, but definitely I enjoy this, the every moment of that. So look what arrived. Dim 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 dim. So this is the Kiss from Rose from the sewing company, from gorgeous Kaylee. Finally in the proper size. In a very proper size that I can use for the nightmare. So at the moment I just need to decide what color to use, and I need to grab the nightmare to the copy shop, so I can just like make a working copy for that and start stitching. Can you imagine? I just like, at the moment I need to find like some kind of side hustle. I think that I need to start selling pause pics or something, because I would need all the money for the framing, because I'm really on fire at the moment with my stitching, and it's happening, and there is happening more and more. And yeah, so we may have still a couple at least finishes by the end of the year. So I will need to frame it at some point. Yep. Fluffs, show me the poses. They don't cut this. Oh well. But as I was talking about Kaylee from the sewing shop, so we had this amazing stitchy for witchy hashtag that was going on here on YouTube and also on Instagram, and if you were just like posting something with the hashtag, Kaylee was including you in like a kind of a raffle slash giveaway for some of her bags, and I got this beauty. Look at that. I am so in love. It's just like the color and the fabric, and of course what is on the fabric? Cats. They're cats. They're cats and skulls and crows and the cobwebs. Let me just check. And no spiders. I'm a bit disappointed that no spiders, but candles. So it's just like, whoa. I was just like so blown away. And look at the zipper pull. It's a tiny, tiny pumpkin colored haunted house that I cannot get to focus. But you get the gist. Isn't this beautiful? So excited. So definitely this is going to host the nightmare on the fabric from Kaylee as well. So I think that I will need to at some point buy myself some more project bags. And talking about project bags, that was just like one of my moments during the StitchBasel, because Diane from Frog and Fudge, Fuffy, one of the girls at my table, she had Diane's project bags. So I was just like, oh my god, I was ohing and ahing over that, and it's just like, oh, just like so gorgeous. And Fafi just looked at me, and you know that Diane is here, and she's just like, actually, we're sitting at that time at the table in the garden, so it was bigger. She's just actually sitting there at the end of the table. Guys, I almost fainted. I saw Diane's bags earlier, but I saw them only online. Once you touch that beauty, you're doomed. Doom. I was already ready to spend all my salary on that. My only issue was that I couldn't decide which ones I wanted. So I'm still waiting. I think that I have 3 or 4 in my cart on Etsy. Still waiting, because unfortunately at the moment, and I will tell you why, I cannot afford to buy all of them. But yeah, one day I will get that. So yeah, okay, a complete distraction here, and side quest, sidebar, and everything side. So I was talking about the plans. Going back to plans, good. So kind of the passing of grandma gave me a bit of anxiety. My parents at the moment are in their 70s. They are just like in rather good health at the moment. So touch wood. But I realized that I actually never really intentionally stitched anything for my mom. And my mom also cross-stitch a bit. Not anymore, as she has arthritis and osteoporosis, so she has issues with her hands, so she cannot stitch so much. But actually it was me who taught her how to cross stitch, so it was just like generationally a bit reversed, and she enjoyed that. So I would like to stitch something for her. And something that was very important for us when I was a kiddo and when I was a teenager. So that was Anne of Green Gables series, and I decided to stitch that for her. I found it as a quick stitch on Heaven and Earth Designs. So yeah, I really want to stitch that scene for her. So the Green Gables and Anne and Gilbert sitting together. Yeah, so I'm actually going to start preparations today. I have fabric. I have the most of the floss. The other floss is already ordered. So, and here coming back to the storage issues, because I decided for big projects, as I was telling you earlier, that I'm using like these cards and the floss that is just like already pre-cut and so on. I think that I'm going to go back to bobbins. I actually found my favorite box. It's still here because it just arrived like yesterday. So It's just like a normal plastic box. Usually this is one of the boxes that you would use to store like screws or tiny nails on tiny parts and so on. And this is actually, because what I hate when you have the dividers that can be moved. These are stable. And also this one with the height, I don't have a bobbin just like on me now, but no, I do somewhere here. I do. So it's a perfect height of the bobbin, so you actually can, I don't know what I'm doing. You can place your bobbins like that, more of them of course, so they hold each other here, and you can see the numbers straight away, because most of the boxes that are especially for that, they are the ones that you need to put your bobbins like that, and I hate it. I need to presentation skills are not my strong stuff, so just like here I can see the number easily. So I'm really excited. I'm going to start preparations today, and maybe I even manage to just like get in some stitching. So let's see. So this is one of the things that I am planning. And the next thing, because everyone who knows me knows my obsession with Van Gogh and Starry Night, and I've been searching for Starry Night, like a perfect Starry Night for forever and so on. And I have also some of the kits. I have the Riolis kit, and I have Joy Sunday kit, but it's just like, it's not doing that for me. So I came back actually to the first Starry Night that I found, and it was a pattern that I found free online. It was the website that was called Free Cross Stitch Online. I'm not giving you more details, and I'm not going to link that there, because I was actually checking that yesterday, and it gets you to some very sketchy website at the moment, and I don't want to send anyone there. So let me just like, so yep. And this is actually a stitched model, as it seems. So I think that it's going to really look good. And that would be, this is like a full circle history bit or something, at least my stitching history, because that was first full coverage pattern that I ever got. Ever. And I even stitched quite a lot, but it was the time when I knew nothing about stitching full coverage. So yeah, at the moment I hope that with my experience it's going to go a bit better, and finally I may even have a finished piece. Let's see. I know that I wasn't like super excited about that when I was stitching that for the first time, because I thought that the colors weren't as there should be. I'm still going to just like look at that and see if this is like the proper color. I will see. Just like, I started stitching Starry Night, I think at least 6 or 7 times, so yeah. I came a long way here. I really hope that I will finally manage to finish. Okay, so yeah, I was thinking also just like, yeah, I wanted to talk also a bit about the health update and so on, but I think that I'm just going to leave that for the next time. There's also lots of things happening, but I think that finally I can be on the mend. Let's see. At least I met one doctor that was listening, and he was listening properly, so let's hope. I have like a consultation with him on Thursday, so keep your fingers crossed. Let's see what he says. I will definitely keep you updated. So yeah, at the moment I'm just going to clean the mess that I just made. It's a huge mess. There's a lot of stuff happening. Cats, I don't know if they're waking up or just changing positions. I'm going to squish them. So thank you so much for spending this super long time with me at the moment. I'm going to link everyone and everything down below, put everything what I can in my notes and so on. So yeah, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me. And if you still have them, hug your grandma from me today. Tell them that they're loved by all the real and adopted granddaughters like me. Happy stitching, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.